talking about city politics because the city election's coming up. We were looking at the different races, and let's see. We're going over District D. I kind of think Andrew Burks is going to be difficult to beat in District D, as in dog, even though you do have a ghetto boy running. But I'm telling you, Andrew Burks is a previous city council member. Every time he's ran in District D, every time he's ran for city race, he's carried District D pretty strong.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be hard to beat. We were also looking at some other spots, talking because Andrew Burks, he's ran a whole bunch of times. And you know who else has run a whole bunch of times? Griffin. And
Griff is back again.
Griffy. Oh, Griffy, if you're listening.
Griff is back. Back again.
Oh, Griffy. Back again. Griff is back.
But, I mean, he's in 2 again. Does he always stay until he goes between 2 and 1? Or it might be 2 all the time. I don't know.
2 for Griffy and 2.
Yeah, so 2, I mean.
Oh, Griff.
Robinson has a couple of contenders in there now. When Griff hopped in there, that kind of changed some things.
Emily to Toto.
Pastor Willie Davis.
Yeah, Pastor Davis. But here's the thing I don't like about David Robinson is the guy doesn't do anything, and what he relies on
is his name.
He pulls the Dave Wilson move, and some people jump up and down are mad at Dave Wilson because he pretends to be black, say he lives one place and say he lives somewhere else, but whenever someone like Dave Robinson does it, people just turn a blind eye. But that's exactly what he's doing. Dave Robinson, Chris Brown, they're all pretending to be black. It's white guys trying to pretend they're going to be black.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't say this about Chris Brown, but I can say this about David Robinson. He don't even go to the black communities. He don't even go there.
No, because he's a Hall of Famer, former NBA champion. Why does he have to go there?
Exactly. Because you have a name that's similar to some superstars in the black community. You don't have to campaign. You just rely on your name, and that's wrong. They're playing on stereotypes. And it's just straight up crooked. It's corrupt and it's wrong. I don't think that's right that you go around pretending to be somebody you're not. And that's exactly what David Robinson does. That's why I don't like the guy. Besides, he doesn't even go out and campaign. He's a nice enough guy, but he's bought and paid for by the engineering company. That's all he is. He's for sale.
He was a super neighborhood president, super neighborhood 22 president, I believe, for the longest time, and then he got worked his way up, and engineers got a hold of him, and he became their guy. The planning department, really liked him because they can influence how he.
Well, it's not even influence. He just does what they say.
Yeah.
I mean, if you like the corruption, keep him. If you like it that only 4 people got paid from Hurricane Harvey, keep him.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Another one I look at is going to be very, very interesting. Is District G. And I'll tell you why. Not only because Greg Travis thought he had a cakewalk to re-election, because the filing deadline was coming and no one had even indicated they had any interest in District G because it's such a hard district to win once you have an incumbent in there. 2 people filed, Tom Baker and Crystal Pletka. Now, why I say this is an interesting race is because District G, for the most part, is CD7, Congressional District 7.
Okay.
Culberson's old seat, Lizzie Pennell Fletcher's new seat. So I think, I don't know Tom Baker and Crystal Pletka and their political affiliation, but I do know Greg Travis is a Republican or holds himself out to be a Republican. This may be a prelude on whether or not there can be a chance for a Republican to flip CD7 back. I know CD7 also incorporates, District A as well, probably parts of C. But for the heart of that district of CD7 is District G. I think we can agree to that. So this might be I think there's going to be some shifts and people will, either hop into the race or pull back out of the race for Congressional District 7, depending on what happens in this race. If Crystal Pletka or Tom Baker are Democrats and they're able to beat Greg Travis, then I don't know. Does it intensify things, or just like, we gave up hope? We're not going to see millions and millions and millions of dollars being poured into this race like we did last time.
Well, the thing is, it's going to be such a high turnout because Busby is pushing hard, and Busby's been out. He said, look, I'm not going to take any campaign money because I'm tired of the corruption. And it looks like Crystal Pletka is a Democrat.
Then
Tom Baker, not certain. And, it looks like Craig has a little bit of money in the bank. He's got a little bit. But I'm telling you, it's going to be such a high turnout. He better be on it.
He's gonna have to use that money because I don't want to say I can guarantee, but I'm pretty positive that these two that jumped in at the especially Pletka, if she's a Democrat and has a history of being a Democrat, she may be testing that CD7 water too to get a baseline on how hard. Because if Greg Travers runs away with it, and then in District A, a Republican runs away with it, that will kind of indicate that, A, we got to put some more millions to make sure we reelect Lizzie Fletcher. Or it could be, damn, there's no shot. They flipped it. They're going to flip it back. Let's put our resources over to CD22 instead, where Pete Olson's seat is, where we have a chance, where Dems have a chance to flip it, and Republicans will say, we have a chance to keep it, or we may have a chance to flip it back in CD7. So
I don't want to talk 2020. That's too depressing for Republicans.
But that's why I say District G may be the most interesting race because of the aspect. For me to look at in terms of a political analysis perspective. But there's some other fun ones in there, like District H. Carla Cisneros has been relatively sheepish and done nothing really positive for District H in the 4 years she's been on there. So no surprise to see her have three challengers. And
one of the challengers she's out there campaigning, raising a little bit of money.
You talking about Isabel Longoria?
No, I'm talking about Cynthia Reyes Revilla.
Oh, okay.
She's got about 17,000.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not a good start. I mean, these district council races, a lot of people think that you need hundreds. You could use hundreds of thousands of dollars and waste it, but you can win with a relatively tight budget and specific marketing and a damn good campaign and a good ground game.
That's right.
It doesn't take a lot of money to actually get people charged up and fired up to actually want to come support you with the right ground game. So 17 Gs will actually, that'll get you there. District I, no big surprises there. Rick Gonzalez came out early, said he wanted to carry the torch against Gallegos. District I has been, I guess, somewhat pleased with Gallegos in a whole because no one else jumped in. District 1, man, is Mike Knox going to survive again? Georgia Provost took him to a runoff the first time, but
I don't know. You got Raj there. If I was Mike Knox, I'd be worried. And the problem with Knox, he's a nice enough guy, but he just hadn't been out up front. And also, he kind of did the firefighters wrong. He voted against them, and I'm just telling you, I don't think the firefighters are going to support him. They might, but I don't know. If I was Mike, I'd be begging. I'd be calling, begging Marty, please, I'm sorry, please, Marty, support me. Because I'm telling you, I don't know that Knox is going to make it. The whole reason he won last time, or at least the majority of the reason he won, was following on the coattails of Hotze.
Yeah. Well, Mike Knox has a strong base in Spring Branch over there in District A, and we can get to District A in a minute because that's going to be a free for all. District A has always been, I would assume, a safe Republican district.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can classify that as much. You still have the heart of Spring Branch, but again, with that CD7 shift, I don't see any front-running candidate in District A. I think there could have been a stronger candidate in there that can actually have crossover appeal.
I agree.
I don't see that right now, and I don't know how that's going to affect Mike Knox because if a lot of his people were charged up in Spring Branch area to come out and kind of carry him over, are they going to split now with you having? I just don't know, man. That's a tough one.
Well, you got Lois Myers, you got George Zos, you got some good people there. I think it's just going to be a runoff. It's clearly going to be a runoff. Nobody's going to control it. Nobody has any money, even though someone that they think they were saying would be the front runner. It just nothing.
There's no money there.
There's no money at all. So I think that's going to be an interesting race. And again, you're going to have an elevated turnout in all the races, so it could go any way with A. That could go any which way, including Sunday. You go any which way, including loose or whatever that saying is.
I'll say the surprise one for me was Marina Joseph, or Marina Coriat. Used to be Marina Joseph. Her throwing her name in there was kind of surprising, only because she's been an active member of the community for so long. But she used to work for the city of Houston. I believe it was a solid waste division back when I used to have a lot of dealings with them. So she knows how the city works. She knows how the city functions, and she knows where it needs improvement. But can she put together a campaign that's viable to get people out to vote for her. I don't know. I mean, if she's not very loud or outspoken, but I mean, she has a good voice and she's very conveying in her message when she does speak in the past. I don't know what her platform is for city council, but I was surprised to see that name, not in a negative way, but just I was surprised to see that. And when I saw her at City Hall,
I tell you the name I saw that I was happy about. I was just really impressed. Houston Community College District 1, Dakota John Stormer.
Man, I tell you, man, that's just a damn good name. Dakota Stormer. Yeah.
When a storm arises in community college, you got to get Dakota. Dakota Stormer. Yeah, I think that's going to be an interesting race. You got a young up and comer, Dakota John, just running, and I think he might take it. And you got just some other perennial people that have ran a whole bunch of times. One of them, you aren't even sure where he lives or what's his nationality.
Oh,
he changes.
Wilson? Oh,
yeah, he lives in one spot, and then another race opens. He lives in another spot.
What is he's running for? He left his own position because he said he moved, so now he's running for.
Well, he was living in his warehouse, right? In the warehouse where his electrical place is. He was living there, and then all of a sudden, because this other spot opened, he moved over there. And then what I'm wondering is, because the guy's been in office for 6 years, and the only thing that we haven't been able to figure out the whole time, even though he got censured, don't let me forget, he got censured the 6 years he was there. But what we haven't been able to figure out is, where does the guy live? Because I'm not sure. Does he live in 1? Does he live in 2? Does he live in 3? Figure out where you are and stay there. If you didn't think you could win 2, then what? You ran once, you were there, you're good. I just don't like this about.
It's where your heart is, man.
I don't know.
Your residence is where your heart is, and he has a split heart, man.
It moves from place to place. In fact,
I'm not mad at him, man.
He might be running in
Wilson's a good guy.
Dakota next.
He's a funny guy. I don't know. He's a funny guy.
Okay, well, we're going to be back.
So he's running against Cody?
He's running. He runs for all sorts of stuff. We'll be back just in a few. This is Eric Dick on the Eric Dick Show. We're live at AM 950. You can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Dick Law Firm. Go to the website, dicklawfirm.com. You can also call in 713-212-5950. We'll be right back.